I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend
the
Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Ebony Monet. We're following two big stories tonight. Inauguration Day in the nation's capital. The world watches President Donald Trump usher in a new era. Coming up, his promise to the American people. Also, a powerful rainstorm pounding San Diego today. Today's storm caused some flooding in the region. This is the view from Golden Hill Park in San Diego. This video posted on Facebook by a resident showing flooding near the corner of Florida Street and Pershing. Crews had some cleaning up to do at UC San Diego today. Strong winds downed trees, damaging several cars at the university. This is the second in a series of winter storms heading to the region. The heavy rain, mountain snow, damaging winds, and thunderstorms are in the forecast. Brittany Boyer has a quick look.
A very wet Friday night out there. We've already had severe thunderstorm warnings, and this wet weather going to continue moving into our viewing area. Not just the rain, thunderstorms and gusty winds continuing here with gusts as high as 45 miles per hour, which could lead to some structural damage here. Flood watch is in place as we continue through the rest of tonight. We get over the mountains, and that's where we do have winter storm warnings. We are expecting some very heavy snow. So next several hours here, we are going to have some wet and slick conditions out there on the roadways. As far as how much rain we can expect here across the region, coastal areas 2 to 5 inches. This is over the next couple of days through Tuesday. 2 to 5 in the valleys and the desert areas, also looking at up to 2 inches. We'll have more on the next round of wet weather and your 5-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Donald Trump took the oath of office this afternoon, becoming the nation's 45th president. During his inauguration speech, Trump emphasized every decision he makes will benefit American workers and families.
We assembled here today are issuing a new decree to be heard in every city, in every foreign capital, and in every hall of power. From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. America first.
Trump closed his first speech as president with his campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again." Protesters in downtown D.C. smashed windows with bats and hammers and dragged trash into the streets. This was about an hour before the inauguration. Police in riot gear used pepper spray and eventually cordoned off protesters. Police say 90-plus people were arrested and some charged with rioting. In San Diego, protesters are gathering in Chicano Park. KPBS reporter Eric Anderson is there tonight. Eric, can you tell us what's happening there?
Well, here at Chicano Park in the heart of Barrio Logan, protesters are gathering to make sure that President Trump knows that not everyone welcomes him as President of the United States. There will be a little rally here later on today, something organized by Union del Barrio, an organizing group here in the region. They said that their communities need to come together and send a clear message on Trump's first day in office. They say that mass community actions throughout the county will help send that message that they're not paralyzed with fear, that they will respond, and that they are organized. Earlier today, we were at San Diego City College near downtown as about 100 or so protesters gathered there to talk about their displeasure about the Trump administration.
A fight for police reform, a fight for LGBT rights, a fight for immigrant rights. We will not stand down. We will not sit down. We will not be trumped. We will not be trumped. We will not be trumped.
Shane Harris rallied the faithful who gathered on the campus of San Diego City College. Colorful rain gear, umbrellas, and ponchos seem more prominent than the protest signs you might expect to see. The weather here is not pleasant, but it hasn't kept everyone away from this protest.
This is unity. This is all walks of life coming together.
A small canvas tent sheltered speakers who called on the crowd to continue to work for justice. San Diego resident Brady Alvarez says he turned up because he's disappointed that corporate America is taking over government.
We've had billions of dollars being pretty much had politicians paid off. Now we're at the point where we don't even need the politicians paid off anymore. We're just going to cut out the middleman and just bring in a billionaire to run our country for us. And so that's where it is right now. And if you look at how many people voted, I mean, like 40-something% of people didn't even vote.
One speaker from the Green Party noted that Trump didn't win the popular vote, and he only got about a third of the votes cast for president in California. Carrie Lindberg is a teacher who had the day off. Her sign called on President Trump to release his income taxes. And she says she has other concerns, too.
I'm worried about women's rights. I'm worried about the way that he treats women, that he thinks about women, and how that he is instilling those thoughts into the next generation.
No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA!
Protesters left campus and marched through downtown San Diego. Motorcycle officers braved the elements and kept a close watch as the procession moved through the city. This event in Chicano Park in Barrio Logan is taking place rain or shine. It's still about an hour to go before the speakers will be here to talk about their displeasure with the Trump administration, and the crowd could be larger when that happens. At Barrio Logan Park, at Barrio Logan's Chicano Park, Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
Thanks, Eric. Protests continue tomorrow. The San Diego Women's March starts at 10 a.m. at the San Diego Civic Plaza. In North County, hundreds of people are also expected to join a sister march at 11 tomorrow from San Marcos to Civic Center, San Marcos Civic Center to Palomar College. A rally at the college will include speakers and live entertainment. The event is described as nonpartisan with the goal of spreading a message of peace, justice, and equality for all. Some Trump supporters rallied on the campus of UC San Diego today. KPBS reporter Susan Murphy has that story.
Under a stormy sky here at UC San Diego, hundreds of students are gathered on this historic Inauguration Day. Among those holding flags and signs and chanting, a small group of Republican students who say it's a day of celebration and hope. USA, USA, USA. 24 Republican students were far outnumbered, their voices drowned out by hundreds protesting the inauguration of President Trump. Still, they waved their flags, tooted their horns, and showed off their Make America Great Again hats.
It's a great celebration of American democracy, a peaceful transfer of power.
Samuel Roberts says he can't stop smiling because he's so filled with hope for what the Trump administration will bring.
I'm excited for more jobs. I'm excited for a better border policy, and I'm excited about a president who's actually willing to support our police and our military members.
Republican Raina Menezes is from Pakistan. She became a U.S. citizen last month. She says it took her family 15 years to come to America through legal means. But when she finally arrived, she says America was depleting.
When Donald Trump came into the political sphere and spoke about how I see that there's a problem and I'm willing to fix it, or let's get America back up and running again, then that's what struck a nerve with me.
During the protest, some students linked arms to represent Trump's border wall and to keep the group of Trump supporters out of their gathering.
Acts of resistance.
Quentin Grounds, who heads the Republican group, says it shows there's a lot of work to do.
We realize that a community isn't just one group, it's everyone working together. And I don't look at them with any animosity. Instead, I want them to be our friends.
Moving forward, the Republican students say they'll work hard to keep an open dialogue between all students on campus. Reporting from UC San Diego, Susan Murphy, KPBS News.
Some San Diego students had front row seats to the inaugural excitement. Here are a few snapshots of their Washington, D.C. trip. The La Jolla Country Day school students have visited monuments and the Supreme Court, but the topper was today's inauguration of President Donald Trump.
We met some people from BuzzFeed. That was very cool. Yeah, we met some aggressive people. Very aggressive Trump supporters. And they were a little scary. They were very scary. And then we also met some people from Sacramento who were going to the Women's March, and some women from Illinois who are Trump supporters who we talked to, and they were very nice too. So.
We'll have more coverage and analysis on the transition of power tonight on the PBS NewsHour. That starts at 7 right here on KPBS. More than 24 young immigrants made a trip to Mexico over the holidays to reunite with long-lost family. AP reporter Manuel Valdez says the trip was made possible under an Obama administration program that's now in jeopardy.
For the first time since their parents brought them to the United States as children and teenagers, these young immigrants are returning to Mexico.
¿Contentos o nerviosos?
Among them is recent college graduate Tamara Alcala Dominguez. She will be seeing her grandmother for the first time in 20 years.
I just want to see my grandma, and I know it's probably I'm just going to stick around her like my entire trip. You know, she took care of me when I was little, and so did my aunts. In our family, it's always been the women really stick together.
Tamara and the group are protected under President Barack Obama's Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, known as DACA. Before DACA, they had been living in the U.S. illegally. But with Obama's program, Tamara and more than 750,000 immigrants have been able to work and study without the fear of deportation.
You ready?
Yeah. They're also allowed to travel for academic purposes. California State University Long Beach sponsored this trip.
That's my dream, to be able to hand them off to reconnect with their family, their culture, their identity, their sense of belonging to a place, which has been missing in their lives.
But this trip could be among the last. During his campaign, Donald Trump promised to revoke Obama's program for young immigrants.
The election crashed every plan that we had for next year.
As they arrived in Mexico, Trump's presidency was set aside, instead choosing to embrace moments with their heritage and family.
It's like a dream. It is emotional, and I think it'll be more emotional once my cousin gets here.
For Tamara, her reunion with grandma had to wait. She traveled to the small town 4 hours from Mexico City that her mother left to seek a better life.
Buenas tardes, hija. Mi chiquita, que tanto te cuida, te abracé. Que te arrullé en mis brazos, mi niña.
It was just like a big rush of emotion. I thought I could probably control it, and I really couldn't. And so for me, this brings, even if it's a short trip, it brings a lot of closure, it brings a lot of peace of mind to know that, you know, I was able to interact with her, you know, at least once. And I think it's a really damn shame that there is a strong possibility that others won't have this opportunity.
An opportunity that fulfilled Tamara's dream of seeing grandma one more time. Manuel Valdez, Associated Press.
San Diego got a real soaking today. Today's heavy rain is complicating tonight's commute and prompting warnings from the National Weather Service that flooding is likely in several locations, including downtown San Diego, Chula Vista, La Mesa, Poway, among others. Today was just a warm-up for what's to come this weekend. Brittany Boyer has the complete forecast.
Still monitoring this heavy rain as we get into your Friday night here in San Diego County. Not just the rain, very windy out there. Could see some damage overnight tonight. Saturday, we get a quick break from the storm, but next one arrives on Sunday. So we're just not in the clear yet for this unsettled weather. Here's the satellite and radar last several hours here. We've already had some heavy rain moving across the region, and we can't forget those gusty winds as well. This wet weather will start to see a taper off early on Saturday, but again, we are tracking another system on Sunday. That one looks to be a little bit warmer, so we won't be looking at heavy snowfall over the mountains. Here's a look at rainfall totals the last 72 hours across Southern California. It has been wet, of course, more wet farther to our north, but still some impressive rainfall totals across the region, and we will add to that as we get into tonight and also into your Saturday. We do have some weather alerts to tell you about. Of course, we have the strong winds along the coastal areas, gusts as high as 45 miles per hour, but we also have a flash flood watch for all the areas you see here shaded in green. We go over the higher elevations into the mountains. That's where we do have a winter storm warning, and that's where things are going to be very slick. You add the snowfall with those winds, we are going to have a pretty strong crosswind out on the mountains, so high-profile vehicles, you definitely will want to take your time as you are traveling out there. We'll take a look at things as we continue here with this wet weather as far as how much you can expect. Coastal areas, now this is from now until Tuesday when we'll finally start to dry out. 2 to 5 inches of rain possible. Same for the valleys. You get into the desert areas, not as much rain, but still a good soaking. Up to 2 inches of rain possible. Now we have to talk about the mountains. Once you get above 5,000 feet, that's where we are going to see several inches of snow. Above 6,000 feet, 18 plus inches. Some spots locally, though, could see as much as 3 feet of snow. So again, make sure you are staying weather alert, especially with those winds up on the mountains. Here we go. We'll play out Futurecast for you as we continue into your Saturday morning, still dealing with those showers, scattered showers, and throughout the day on Saturday, we'll see those showers tapering off. Saturday is not the best day, but it's going to be the better of the 2 days of the weekend because we will be in between systems. Temperatures, Mount Laguna, 31 degrees. Out toward Alpine, temperatures are in the mid-40s tonight. Scattered showers start to taper off, staying into Northern California for Saturday, and then here comes our next storm on Sunday. Another atmospheric river event setting up here. A lot of moisture will once again will be moving into Southern California. So for tonight, still some showers around. Temperatures overnight tonight going to be around 54 degrees. The extended forecast along the coast, the winds will start to subside tomorrow. We'll have mainly cloudy skies into the afternoon. Next storm on Sunday, heavy rain, scattered showers as we continue into your Monday. Same goes for the inland locations. Heavy rain on Sunday, showers on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We are looking nice and dry, and temperatures will start to rebound by then as well. Looking at the mountains, we are talking about heavy snow for tonight. As we get into Sunday and Monday, snow levels will be falling to about 4,000 feet out there with that next system. And into the deserts, we're also looking at some rain, just not as much. That rainfall continuing Sunday and Monday, and then cool with sunshine on Tuesday. For KPBS News, I'm meteorologist Brittany Boyer.
Not guilty. That was the plea in a New York court from El Chapo today. And here's video of the accused drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman being extradited from Mexico to the U.S. yesterday. You can see Mexican authorities in riot gear as they escort the inmate. He's facing federal charges of drug trafficking. The U.S. has been trying to get custody of Guzman since he was first indicted in California in the early 1990s. Authorities say he's being held without bail in a jail typically reserved for terrorists and mobsters. El Cajon Boulevard is one of San Diego's busiest east-west thoroughfares, and it's where the city is planning much of its growth. A number of high-density housing developments are already underway along the boulevard, and that's placing it at the center of a debate over how to adapt our streets to improve pedestrian and bike safety and encourage car-free transportation. KPBS Metro reporter Andrew Bowen has the story.
It's a cold, sunny morning when I meet Rudy Duran outside his home on a quiet residential street in City Heights. Duran works at a bike shop in North Park and rides his bike there every day. He likes not having to look for parking, and he says biking is affordable.
I try to avoid large streets. Large streets tend to have cars that are driving far faster, so oftentimes cars don't seem to be paying attention to who's next to them.
Despite his best efforts, Duran says sometimes large streets are just unavoidable. El Cajon Boulevard, he says, is especially bad.
It's probably one of the most intense streets to bike on. There's cars shifting from side to side. There's a lot of cars turning right, not really paying attention, so you have to be careful, you have to be mindful of who's driving next to you.
Duran was disappointed to hear about the city's plans to redesign an 11-block section of El Cajon Boulevard between City Heights and Talmadge. The so-called Complete Boulevard study, due out this month, looked at 14 different design alternatives with varying degrees of improvements for bikes, pedestrians, and public transit. The final design the city selected has no protected bike lanes, only a painted lane for about 5 blocks on one side of the street.
This overall preferred alternative is being proposed as a compromise, but unfortunately what's being compromised is safety.
Kathleen Ferrier is director of advocacy for the nonprofit Circulate San Diego. She says while there are plans for bike corridors on the residential streets north and south of the boulevard, those can't be seen as a substitute for bike lanes on the boulevard itself, because that's where the businesses are.
People are going to continue to bicycle down El Cajon Boulevard because they want to directly access those stores. That's a good thing for stores because bicyclists will spend money in those stores, and so by providing them safe access where they want to be, they will be safer as a result.
A study by Circulate San Diego found El Cajon Boulevard is the second deadliest corridor for traffic deaths in San Diego. Ferrier was one of the lead advocates for the city's Vision Zero plan to eliminate all traffic deaths by 2025. She says this boulevard study does make some good improvements to pedestrian safety, but for bicyclists, she says, it falls short.
The city is very good at making plans. We've criticized the city for making plans and not implementing them. This is a great opportunity the city has to transform El Cajon Boulevard into the transit multimodal corridor that it deserves to be.
The city did study some design plans that included protected bike lanes. So why didn't they make the cut? Because some residents and business owners didn't like the trade-off with parking and narrower lanes of traffic. Kelly Wagoner lives in Talmadge and sits on the Volunteer Neighborhood Planning Group. She says with all the growth planned for El Cajon Boulevard, the city has to get ready for more cars.
So we're concerned about losing parking. We're also concerned about traffic being diverted into the residential streets because the residential streets are not built to hold 20 or 22 or 23,000 cars a day.
Wagoner says she's pleased the city's final plans maintain most of the street parking on both sides of the boulevard. And the city's planning department says it doesn't expect this redesign would create logjams on adjacent residential streets. So who in this equation is making the biggest sacrifice? Rudy Duran says it's bicyclists.
For the city to have only about 4 to 5 blocks worth of bike lane seems like an enormous failure for these people, and it seems like the city doesn't really care about their safety.
City planners say the redesign is still a big improvement over what exists today for bike and pedestrian safety. It may be cold comfort for everyone involved, but the Complete Boulevard study was just a study. Finding the money to actually build this redesign is another challenge entirely. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.
A crafty protest from the Bay Area. A knitting shop in Oakland fires back at one of President Trump's controversial comments from the campaign trail. From our sister station in San Francisco, KQED producers David Marcus and Kelly Walden show us their wearable works of art.
We are activist knitters knitting pink pussy hats for the Women's March on Washington and the satellite marches in Oakland and San Francisco.
And here's one that I made with his very own tail.
We call them pussy hats for a reason. We're reclaiming the word pussy.
I listened to Donald Trump's first press conference and yelled at the radio in my car and decided I need to do something. My life's pretty busy, but the one thing I do pretty often is knit. This feels like a tactile way you can help. You feel like you're producing something that makes a visual impact.
You look out and see a sea of pink pussies.
A lot of women, trans women, women of color, queer ladies, they're feeling personally unsafe. Even though it stems out of something so hateful and ugly, just to see this whole community of women coming together, it's really beautiful.
If it's a pussy thing to stand up to our president-elect and the white male establishment, then we're proud to be pussies. And we are proud to be connecting with each other.
The vibe is great. It's just a sisterhood. It's a place to learn. It's a place to express.
I didn't have a lot of hope until I came here today, and knowing that that energy is going through so many communities across the nation.
There we go, yeah.
It makes me feel like there's some hope out there.
You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org/evening edition. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.